Hello guys, it is Dene here again, and today it's another episode of League Racing in AOR Split 1 PC. After I have showed you my fastest lap from the quali, I will be showing you my highlights from the race. The last two episodes were a little bit messy, and while you had an exciting gameplay footage, my commentary was not the best at all. So for today I went back to the old style and I just wrote my whole text, the whole commentary that you will be able to hear. I try to edit these videos as exciting as I can, and I really hope that you enjoy them. If you do, please don't forget to press the like button because it helps me so much. I've worked so hard in school to keep up with the high standards, but at the same time I want to use 100% of my free energy for Formula 1 because this is what I absolutely love doing, and I have a fantastic esports team called eSport, and we have big hopes. But hopes are not enough, you have to work hard to reach your goals, and we are definitely on the right path. At the very beginning of the video, as usual, I tell you that I am on a few social media sites which you can follow or like. My teammate is still well limitless in Veloce. If you haven't known him before, which I doubt, you should check his channel out as well. We have huge plans for the future together, speaking of giveaways, vlogs and more. But now I would like to get back to the AOR action because I'm sure you are not to hear a 10 minutes long self-advertising. You may have realized that I messed up the first combination of corners in my fastest lap. I lost nearly a tenth to my previous delta, which was set in worse conditions, but the rest part of the lap was very good, I think. My personal best at practices was a 1:35.8 or 9. I managed to get the pole position with that lap with a nearly 2/10 advantage against Brendon Leight. Getting to the race, we had a dry weather. I knew that the race start would be crucial. Starts have been my weak point since I have my new wheel, and on this track it's very hard to overtake, so I was determined to keep the first position. Brendon tried to attack me, tried to force me wide, and he tried to make me lift off the throttle, but this time I just didn't want to act like a shy little bird, so I kept my car in the position. In the straight, I didn't even know where to go, so I just decided to stay on the inside line because I knew that there can I go a little bit wide in the next left corner, which I go to the outside, and I knew that the next corner is a right-hander again where I have the inside line, so that's what I judged to be the best option, and that's why I could keep my position. And I did it, and maybe the hardest part of my racing was done. There are still plenty of options to lose the first position, mainly in AOR where the pressure is high and a lot of very skilled and experienced pilots are there, but since I practiced a lot, I had a great confidence in the car. I was not afraid, and I believed from the first moment that I can win this race. We expected a one-stop strategy. If something happens, you go to the soft tires and you go to the ends with it. Soft tires are the hardest compounds available on this track, but I was planning to do a one-stop strategy with ultra soft, super soft. Nothing really happened to me, so we can jump straight to the end of the stint where the pit stop started. First, my teammate Marcel Kiefer went to the pit in lap 10. In this track, as you could see from my delta, the tire wear affects the lap time greatly, so it's quite easy to undercut, and no matter that he was just 4 or 5 seconds behind, which is not that close, from that point I knew I would come to the pit instantly when it's possible. After I pit, I had realized that Marcel did put soft tires instead of super soft, so I could have stayed out for 1 or 2 laps more, but leading the race, having the best speed, or at least feeling that you would have the best speed out there is no need to risk. I pit and I came back behind a few cars which I will be attacking in a few laps, but until that point I would like to show you what happened to my main championship rival ACR team. He was very unlucky because while Sven and Brendon were battling with each other, he wanted to try it around the outside, but of course there was no pace for 3 cars in that corner. He told me that he thinks this collision is out of his hands, but I still haven't decided if I agree with that or not. Legally you can stay there, but it's very risky, and I know it's racing, but these are the moves I rarely make against any opponents because I'm afraid of losing any part of my car, and I am afraid of bad going results. This philosophy sometimes costs me losing points, losing positions, but sometimes it's great because at the end of the championship I just see constant results which are crucial in a strong field like this. And of course I want to win AOR season 14, so I will do everything that I can to get the maximum points out of each race weekends. Getting back to my onboard, as you can see, I started to attack the guys who were still out without pit stop with worse tires compared to me. In these moments you would like to pass them as fast as possible because you lose like half a second or more in each and every sector where you stay behind, and seeing Topa and Marcel in the second and third position, the only thing that you really want to avoid is losing time unnecessarily. But of course you can't cut a corner, you can't dive bomb them out, you need to be very patient. They in our race as well, and today they are the one who make it a little bit enjoyable, so no offense. But being in slipstream is not for good. It's not good for tire wear, as I have mentioned, it's not good for the pace, and it also heats up the engine. That's why on tracks where it's harder to overtake, you lose so much time with overtaking. It's always very hard to find the right balance in the strategy heading to the first pit stops. If you pit early, you might have a chance to undercut, but if you don't come out on free air, you lose more, and in addition you will have worse tires at the end of the race. On the other hand, if you pit late and somebody may undercut you, you won't be able to get your position back even if you have a little bit tire condition, because in this track it's very hard to overtake. But Jeff doesn't say anything about traffic and about your main rivals, which I really miss from F1 2017. Even he could just say Hamilton, Bottas, Raikkonen or Vettel. Don't have to try to read the pilot's team name, but I just want to have at least an inaccurate idea from what's going on out on the track where I'm not there and I can't see with my own eyes. What do you think about that? Feel free to write down your thoughts in the comment section, please. All in all, I think it's time to say goodbye because we are heading to the end of the video. I honestly hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to press the like button. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe to my channel. Now I won the race. I hope you have a wonderful day, and of course, as usual, see you in the next one.
But with spectacular form, your winner here in Marina Bay in Singapore is the Haas of Formula Danny. Followed very closely by what's been a great drive by Topa to come home in second. Marcel Kiefer, we've not seen him for quite a while through no fault of his own. He's just been in, well, time-wise, no man's land.